I need an answer, Liam. My daughter believes that you're fully committed to her and going to marry her. Are you?
I hope you're right.
I hope I'm right, too. But it just makes sense. You signed those annulment papers. You gave Liam his freedom. And what did he do? He tore them up and he kissed you.
Well, I know he still loves me.
This is all going to work out. This is exactly what he's going to tell Brooke.
There's only one guy that puts that look on your face.
Oh.
What?
Nothing. You look very handsome today.
Oh, God.
Oh my God. Here. Caroline?
Oh, well, don't I wish.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Well, let's see. I asked her out for dinner again, and she blew me off. That's nothing new. She's been doing that a lot lately.
Why?
We were hitting it off great, and then suddenly, something about me turns her off.
Now he's even wearing lipstick?
Makes him easy to buy gifts for.
Maybe I should go over there.
What?
I feel responsible. Everything that happened in Aspen was between us. It was personal. It was intimate.
No. Liam's right. This is the best way to do it. Brooke has to be told by him how much you mean to him.
Steffi pressured you
Pressured me.
into not accepting the annulment.
No, she signed the papers and handed them right to me.
So she wanted the annulment.
No, she knew that Hope and I wanted the annulment.
Steffi claimed that she didn't want an annulment because that would mean your marriage never happened. And you respected that. Going against your better judgment, perhaps. But then Hope went along with it. And then when Steffi did sign the annulment papers and give them to you, you just tore them up. Why?
Because it's not what I wanted.
I see.
Brooke, I married Steffi last year, and despite the circumstances, I actually don't regret it. So I'm not going to tell the world, including myself, that it didn't happen. Let the marriage end, but let it end in a divorce.
But that's obviously not what Steffi wanted.
Well-
She signed the papers and she gave them to you. Why couldn't you just accept that? I don't have to tell you how upset Hope is going to be when she finds out about this.
Well, I mean, Caroline's really busy. She just moved here from New York.
She wasn't too busy before. I asked if I offended her. She denied it. But that's what's bugging me. You know, we were hitting it off so well, and everything changed.
And you've no idea why?
Not a clue. What I do know is she's going out of her way to avoid me.
So, you're okay with Rick's little eccentricities?
I'm not a prude, Amber.
So, this doesn't bother you?
I wish he didn't feel like he had to hide it. You know, I thought we were great together. But I guess that I was only getting to know one side of him. It's a shame that he couldn't just tell me. Could you shut that, please?
Sure.
It's almost like you enjoy that side of him.
I have learned to accept Rick for exactly who he is.
Well, it's obvious he can be open with you. He certainly isn't with me.
Openness. It's the key to a good relationship. I would never want to be involved with someone who kept secrets from me.
And yet we all have our own secrets.
Everybody does.
So in that way, I'm not that different from Rick.
I doubt your secrets are anything like his. And then you have Thomas. I doubt he would ever keep a secret from you. And he likes you a lot. What?
Sometimes you can be so transparent, Amber.
Well, I'm just saying.
I know you're just saying. And maybe you're right. You know, Thomas is terrific. He's handsome and funny and so charming. But Rick just has this way of getting under your skin. I wish he felt comfortable enough being honest with me.
Honestly, Caroline, I doubt there are many people he would ever feel comfortable with about it. Hey, I got somewhere to be. I'll catch you later.
She's been giving me these weird looks, like she wants to ask me something. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Well, it sounds to me like you need to have a little heart-to-heart with Caroline.
I keep trying, but she shuts me down. Nicely, and leaves the room.
That is so weird.
You're a woman.
Yes, I am.
Maybe you should find out.
You want me to talk to her about you?
Yeah, try to figure out what's going on with her.
Okay, I guess I do owe you one, so...
Or 2. Or 3.
4 or 5, so yes, I will give her the 3rd degree for you.
Okay, well, don't go pressuring her.
Well, don't you tell me how to do my job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The annulment isn't even the real issue here.
Then what is?
You know a lot more happened in Aspen than me tearing up those papers, right?
Oh, yes. Hope felt hounded by the press. She felt stalked. She felt like a caged animal. It was really a horrible ordeal for her, and I know it put a strain on your relationship. But you don't just abandon the people you love when times get tough.
Whoa, what? Abandon? I didn't abandon her. If anything, it was more like she abandoned me. She turned into a completely different person.
I know. I know. She should have told you about the medication she was taking. I agree. It was a very dangerous, foolish mistake. But you do know what drove her to that, don't you?
I do. She was being hounded by the press. Not to mention, she was haunted by the principles that she had abandoned.
Right, and she realizes that. That's why she moved out of your house. She is getting her life together.
Nobody is more supportive of that than me.
But there's something that's still bothering you about this.
Okay, here's the thing. Life isn't easy. People go through hardships, illness, disease, financial ruin. But somebody points a camera at Hope, and she lost it.
Oh, please. It was a lot more than that.
No, I know that. The entire fashion press was on her case, and they're calling her a hypocrite, and they're calling her an adulteress, and I hated seeing what it did to her, but that is part of the territory. When you're in the public eye, especially if you're using your fame to make moral and ethical judgments, I mean, I have a part to play in this too. This is my fault. I should have seen what would have happened if she moved in, and I didn't.
So it was a mistake. She knows that now, and so do you. But there was a very important lesson that you both learned here, and I just don't think it should pull you apart. It should bring you together.
What lesson? What do you think I should be taking away from this?
Hi. Are you busy?
Trying to be. Not very successfully.
Ah, I've had plenty of those days lately.
Yeah, you always handle them so well.
I am now. So what's the problem?
It's just frustration.
Anything you want to talk about?
No, not particularly.
Okay. Well, where's Rick? I mean, maybe he can help get those creative juices flowing.
He is the problem.
Oh, I thought you two were hitting it off.
We were.
Okay, so what happened?
I'm not a mirage, Rick.
I don't think that this is such a good idea, Amber.
Why?
I'm just, I'm not in a very good place right now.
Well, I can fix that. I love you, Rick. Let me help you.
The lesson to be learned is that relationships have challenges. And it's how you deal with those challenges that's what strengthens the bond.
Life has challenges. Brooke, you raised an incredible daughter, and I love her, and I want nothing for her but happiness and safety and security, but I can't give her that. Nobody can. I mean, being chased by the press is nasty, but what happens in the future when she has children and she has to deal with real stress? Is she gonna turn to pills then?
No, she's done with that. Look, I know that she's faltered before, but who hasn't? I think you still have to make the same mistake over and over again until you get it right. And I really believe that Hope is getting it right.
Yeah, I mean, she is. There's nobody in the world like her. Hope is one in a million.
And yet you had the chance to give her something that you both wanted for so long, and you couldn't even do that. And does Steffi have that much of a hold on you?
Look, Hope sacrificed what she believed in for me. But so did Steffi when she signed those papers. Now, I know better now, okay? I know that it was wrong for me to expect Hope to make that kind of sacrifice, which is why I didn't take the papers from Steffi. Look, your daughter did the right thing for her when she moved out. I so support that. I want a woman who can take care of herself, who can stand up for herself. I want to marry that woman. I want children with that woman, well-adjusted children who share the same strong values as their parents. I don't care about money or status or any of that. I just want a happy, healthy family, free of drama and destruction and drugs.
Hope is not addicted to drugs.
I know, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't want to have to question it like I did in Aspen when she was acting so weird. I mean, did she take another pill? Is that why she's acting this way? Is she keeping things from me again? These are questions I don't want to have to ask myself about the woman I love.
She doesn't want to have to ask herself questions about you either. Look, it all comes down to commitment. And Hope believes that you are committed to her. And so do I. I just want to hear you say it.
Well, I know my brother can be a real pain sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm not his little sister. I don't see him that way.
How do you see him?
He's interesting, talented, and yes, he can be a bit full of himself sometimes, but there's like a charm to it. And he's sweet in the most unexpected times. He wanted to take me for chicken and waffles tonight.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it would have been.
But you're not going.
I can't.
Why? Are you too busy?
No.
Something's really bothering you about him. I can tell.
It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think it is to Rick, too. He's a little confused.
He hasn't been honest with me, Hope.
Okay, about what?
His lifestyle.
I mean, I know he's a really big flirt, but...
No, that's one of the things I like about him. You know, he draws women like a magnet, but when I'm with him, he's all about me. It's
Okay, so what's the problem?
If he hasn't told you, I don't feel like I should.
Oh, it's too late now. I will hound him until he does. Trust me, there's nothing you could say that will shock me.
Did you know that Rick likes to wear women's clothing?
You don't want to do this.
Oh, yes, I do. Hey, do you remember when we were married? You would come home sometimes and you'd want to be intimate.
Yeah,
And maybe I wasn't in that same mood, but...
I don't really remember that, Amber.
Well, the point is, I want you, Rick. I really need you. Now, please don't make me wait.
You have a lot of pressure from your father. Does that come into play here?
No.
Are you sure? He could have ganged up on Hope somehow.
He didn't.
He's thrown Steffi at you time and time again.
Yeah. But my father doesn't make my decisions for me.
Well, then I'm sure you'll know that you'll be happier with Hope.
Look, Brooke, I won't be pressured by my father, but I won't be pressured by you either.
I'm not trying to pressure you, really. I don't need to. I know you love Hope. I don't question that. But what I do question is what happened in Aspen. And Hope would too, if she found out.
That's why she can't.
Wait, you don't want Hope to know that you tore up the annulment
I
papers?
love her. I want to protect her. And you can help me do that.
You really do love her, don't you? You just want her to be safe and happy. That's all I need to know. She's very stable, and she's very strong, and she's completely committed to you. It's everything that you were saying you want in a wife. And in a couple of weeks, your divorce is going to be final. Then the two of you can have this most amazing wedding in the countryside in Italy. A beautiful bride and a very charming groom. Really, I would be proud to have you as my son-in-law.